That's County Talk player ratings after Notts have beaten the league leaders Grimsby 1-0 away from home. Jake is with me today. George obviously not with me. We've got the vlog going up later. That is definitely one to watch. Jake, enjoy that?
That was great. It was phenomenal. That was absolute limbs at the end as well. 91 minutes, Ruben Rodriguez, scrappy as you can get. Loved it.
Right, we'll get straight on with the player ratings then. First, we'll go Patterson in goal. I'm going to say Patterson, I've said it before, he's got to be our first choice keeper. To be fair, he didn't have too much to do today. But at the same time, he came for crosses. He did miss a couple, but the way he communicates with his defence, very, very good. I'm going to go for a 8.
Yeah, I'm sort of a bit miffed how you do these ratings, but I'll give him an 8 as well, because I think as a goalkeeper, he's sound. He's so solid. He gives me a heart attack sometimes when he plays it out to feet when the opposition come in sometimes. But you know, apart from the one missed cross, I think he was solid. But then Grimsby didn't really offer too much, I don't think. So he didn't have an awful lot to do.
No.
But yeah, I'll give him the same.
We'll go Dion Kelly-Evans came off at half-time. What would you say about Dion?
I think there wasn't too much to go off. He was probably one of our better players in the first half. I thought, there wasn't much going off there. I didn't think that there was too much of a bright spark from anybody, but I'd say probably, a 6 for the first half performance in Dion Kelly-Evans. And then I know he came off, I assume, injured, unless it was a tactical swap. But I'm
going to give him a 7 for that block on the line. I thought it was incredible. It kept the score at 0-0. I think their striker, John Lewis, very, very strong, powerful player, and Dion stood up to him and he's taken one. It looked like flush in the face. So for me, Dion gets a 7. We'll go to the man that played next, and then Richard Brinley. Good, reliable as ever. Not too much to say about him, but I would go for a 7, I think.
Yeah, I'll agree. 7. Solid as ever today. He was, absolutely, yeah. And I always mention Rawlinson and Cameron, and I think those 3 are our absolute best backline we've got. And
definitely.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Central defender then was Rawlinson.
Yep, 7. I can't see. Didn't put foot wrong. Didn't see anything he did wrong. I thought he was for good aerial presence, solid, and I think every time he's been in the squad, we've looked not to concede, which is fantastic.
The good thing about Rawlinson, he won almost everything. And even right at the end, when we really, really, really needed someone to just win every header, keep it a 0-0 up until the goal, and then to get it to 1-0 and keep it a 1-0, I thought it was very good, 7.5. We then go to the man that we haven't lost with in the team, Kyle Cameron. We've not lost with Kyle Cameron in the side.
I think he slightly had it above me. I think I'll give him an 8 today. I think he was slightly above Brinley and Rawlinson, but it's just his quality on the ball sometimes, and he's always looking for it. And he's 24, 23 years old. He's to captain the side is phenomenal. I think it's phenomenal. He's such a presence in both directions. Yeah, and at ball to his feet is incredible as well. Yeah, I thought he was really, really good today. Solid.
I'll go 8. I'll go 8 for him. The way he brings the ball forward, he's confident, he organises like Patterson does. Just a very solid performance, and to captain a side so far that hasn't lost with him in the side speaks volumes. We then goes Taylor, who for me struggled first half massively and came out second half. The Taylor I've seen the previous 3 games, I don't really understand. Something changed at half time because Notts clicked into gear. So for me, Taylor first half, I'd probably have given him a 4. Second half, I'd have given him probably an 8. So I'm going to go bang in the middle, 6.
Yeah, again, I'm going to completely agree with you. I think first half he was very poor. Didn't have a lot going for him at all. A few wayward passes, and he was all over the shop down that left hand side. But I think second half he came out and showed, especially with the main down that side as well. I think he was back on the ball. It was really good.
Midfield then, Matty Palmer, levels above, absolute levels above. I just feel like I'm repeating myself every week. What would you give him?
Well, I'll give him an 8. I wouldn't say anyone was exceptionally outstanding today, but I think that
apart from the fans,
the fans were fantastic. But it was my man the match again. He was my man the match on Tuesday night as well. But I give him an 8.5 if you want to put it as the best player in the team. He's just it doesn't matter what level he's playing at. He's so composed, and he's just exactly what you need at this level.
Do you know what I saw from him today? I saw aggression. He was flying in, and we needed that. Every player had to be on it today. We had to be aggressive. We had to give it. If one player wasn't on it today, wanting that win, we wouldn't have won. So I'm going to say 8.5 for Palmer. We then go to Vincent. For me, better than Tuesday night. Second half especially was good, but the game was crying out when he came off for someone like for someone like Francis that was just going to calm it down. Because at that point, we both looked at each other and said we're settling for the point. And then we come to that. But yeah, Vincent was decent. I'd probably give him a 6.5 though. First half wasn't fantastic.
I go maybe a 5.5 from him. I didn't see a lot from him today. He brings energy, and I get it, but I didn't. There was a few wayward passes from him today. I didn't really see him do a lot. Unlike the Tamworth game and the Stockport game, especially, he certainly wasn't on that level for me.
We've just run away at the league leaders, but Jim O'Brien, I'm going to give him a 4.
Yeah, 3. I can count 3 absolute wayward passes in the first half, and fair play to Birchnell for hooking him because he was on a yellow as well. He was gonna, 3.5, 4 is a fair result for him. He just wasn't his day, and fair play to him for Birchnell for knocking him off because I think he needed it. We weren't getting anywhere with him on the pitch.
No. Who should we go next? Let's go for Ruben. Loves a battle. I said this when Football Radar come in, they must look at every attribute for a player. And when you come in this league, you can't come in and be lightweight, and he's not lightweight.
No, exactly. He's a fancy footballer, but he's also likes to get stuck in and get involved. And I'll give him an 8 today. It wasn't always in the game, but I thought, I thought he was again first off. He was one of our brightest sparks with Dion Kelly-Evans, but
he's a menace.
The goal was just incredible. Just to be there in that position, scrappy as anything, but he was there, right time, right place, phenomenal.
I'm going 8.5. He's just he's not. Him, a bit of fireworks. Him, Palmer and Cameron, those 3 are some serious footballers for this club this season. We'll then look to Kyle Wootton. Nothing first half, and I think that's from how well Grimsby played first half. Because I want to credit first half, they were very good.
Yeah, I'll give Grimsby credit where they do, because you can see they're a very organised outfit. They're solid. They're not spectacular. Well, they didn't look spectacular today, but they were well organised, defensively solid. And I really expected us not to be able to break them down and finish 0-0, which I'd have took the point, but obviously we didn't. Wootton didn't have a great deal to do today. I give him a 6 maybe. He wasn't in the game at all, but it's just one of those days for him, really.
I go 6.5 just because towards the end of the game he held the ball up really well, so I go 6.5.
Contradictory, but take it.
Nemain came on. The guy is genuinely one of the fastest footballers I've ever seen. Players have 5 yards on him and he batters them, beats them to the ball every time. I think he just needs to work on that end product. Someone in front of us turned around and said, exact words as we said, where's the end product? But he changed the game. He did change the game. So for me, he gets a 7.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'd give him a 7 as well. Lightning player, absolutely so quick, but just there's 0 in product there. He either doesn't beat the first man, or he just doesn't do anything with the ball. But it's always an outlet and an option, which is nice to have. Be interesting because we still don't know whether Dion Kelly-Evans was injured or not. But it'd be interesting to know if that was tactical. Then that was a decent shout because it did seem to open up a bit more.
Yeah. Cal Roberts.
I'll give Cal a 6.5.
Okay.
I think Cal, he had probably our best opportunity apart from the goal with the shot, which was, we didn't have that many opportunities in goal, but I think he just wasn't always in the right position half the time. Slightly slow to a lot of balls, but he's always an outlet to have in that position.
Yeah.
And he's got a cracking shot on him sometimes. I thought it was all right today, but it wasn't spectacular.
I'll go 6.5. And then Ed Francis came on, short up. We can't really score anything.
He wasn't on for very long.
For 2 or 3 minutes. That concludes the player ratings. Obviously, the vlog will be going up later. That is not one to miss. What an away day! It's what makes travelling worth
phenomenal.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, I think if we'd have been sitting here at 0-0, I think we'd still been happy. But that just the icing on the cake was to get that result.
Unbelievable celebration. They were literally erupted when the goal went in.
It's fantastic.
If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.